Have you ever entered a place and felt that something changed even before anyone said a word? You notice that there are people who simply fill the space with their soul, not their body. And the most unsettling part, could it be that without realizing it, you make others uncomfortable simply by being yourself? Carl Jung wrote that the psyche transcends the boundaries of the body, inviting us to imagine something greater than mere flesh, thoughts, and words. There is something within you, an invisible field that moves before your voice does. It is your aura, and when it aligns with your most authentic essence, it isn't just perceived, it's felt. But this powerful presence isn't always welcomed. Some are drawn to it as if they've found something missing within themselves. Others withdraw, project discomfort, because your light unintentionally illuminates shadows they aren't ready to face. Don't be mistaken. This isn't esoteric. It's psychological, existential, visceral. Jung believed that within us lies the self, the organizing center of the psyche, where the ego meets essence. When someone lives in coherence with that self, when thoughts, feelings, and actions align, their presence becomes a mirror. Not everyone likes what they see reflected. In this video, we'll explore 13 signs that your aura may be so powerful that even unintentionally, it unsettles others. But this isn't just about them. It's about recognizing the force field you carry and understanding that what makes you different is exactly what makes you magnetic. You might unknowingly be one of those rare individuals whose mere presence can reorganize a space, not out of vanity, but truth. Sometimes you enter a room and people turn around before you even say, hello. It's not your clothes, your tone of voice, or anything visible. It's something deeper, a silent vibration announcing, I am here. Jung said, presence is shaped by everything we've lived, integrated, and the truths we choose to uphold. This is the true source of your aura, not a mystical glow, but an energy field built by your history, the pains you've faced, and your non-negotiable values. It's your invisible signature, your effortless impact. Some people's presence fades over time. Others linger long after they've left. True presence doesn't depend on appearance. It stems from internal coherence that resonates in the environment. Like a perfume no one sees but everyone senses. It's not rehearsed charisma or theatricality. It's the subtle density that emanates when you're whole, when thoughts, feelings, and actions flow in the same direction. This alignment creates a unique frequency, impossible to replicate, even harder to ignore. In this sense, your aura doesn't arrive after you. It arrives before. The body is just a formality. The aura has already entered, spoken, been perceived. This can be beautiful, but terrifying for those still fragmented, clinging to their masks. We are more than flesh and thought. We are presence. This is one of Jung's most provocative ideas, understanding the human psyche as a field far vaster than the ego can imagine. When that psyche organizes itself around truth, it gains weight, depth, vibration. You may not see your own aura, but others feel it. When you enter, speak, or simply gaze, this impact often comes with unease. You did nothing, yet something happened. Someone felt uncomfortable, another enchanted, someone retreated, another drew closer. Your energy isn't neutral, it's active. The more authentic you become, the sharper this presence grows. You don't need to shout, your frequency speaks. You don't need to explain, your vibration transmits your essence. Here lies the paradox. The truer you are, the more misunderstood you may become, because the world still squirms at what needs no acting. Your clean, coherent presence may unsettle those still in disguise, but it could also spark someone awake from their slumber. If you feel like you don't fit in, make others uncomfortable, or leave an impact, Your aura might be doing exactly what it's meant to do, provoke movement. Don't try to fit where your soul needs to hide. Don't explain yourself to those who only see with their eyes. You were made to be felt. You enter a room with a calm heart, not seeking attention, yet something shifts. Voices lower, people avoid your gaze. The air thickens. You sense resistance, but don't understand its source. The truth is simple, yet brutal. You aren't doing anything, but you're moving. Everything. Jung said each of us carries a shadow, everything we've rejected or forgotten to be accepted. When your aura is clear, intense, and authentic, it touches others' shadows without permission. This isn't arrogance, it's presence. Real presence activates everything hidden. You become a mirror, and honest mirrors frighten. Your mere existence forces others to confront parts of themselves they'd rather keep locked away, unlived desires, repressed fears, unaddressed pain. Without a word, you turn on the light in their basement. Suddenly someone glares, another avoids you, a third idolizes you. None of these reactions are about you, yet everything passes through you. You become a living projection of others' internal wars. Worst of all, you might start blaming yourself, thinking you're too much, that you should dim your light. But hiding to avoid discomforting those in shadow is a subtle betrayal of yourself. Your presence is neutral. What changes is the emotional state of whoever receives it. For those ready, you'll be a portal, awakening courage, presence, even relief. For those unready, you'll be an annoyance, causing rejection, envy, discomfort. None of this is personal. It's psychic, symbolic. Jung wrote that truths hold terrifying power for those still hiding behind masks. Your energy, when integrated, represents an undeniable truth. You don't need to attack or confront to provoke transformation. Simply being whole disrupts what's fractured around you. That's why you often feel out of place. Your vibration shifts invisible structures, touching psychic layers without intent, not by power, but by truth. This can tire you, breed loneliness, make you doubt your worth. But one certainty remains: your presence liberates. Not everyone is ready to be liberated. Some will avoid you like fleeing a fire, others will follow you like a compass they didn't know they needed, all while you simply are. Don't lower your vibration to be more acceptable. Acceptability doesn't transform, and you were born to transform. There's a wisdom not learned through words, one that instincts know. Animals, children, and nature sense what adults miss. They recognize your aura before understanding who you are. A dog doesn't care about your resume. A baby doesn't judge your status. A tree doesn't critique your appearance. Yet they all react to your vibration, reading the energy field you can't fake. Jung said the unconscious understands symbols, emotions, vibrations, not explanations, only authenticity. So when your aura is clean and centered, animals trust you, children approach, nature embraces you. Have you noticed animals approaching as if they've known you for lifetimes? Or a child locking eyes with unsettling sincerity? That's no coincidence. It's resonance. These beings live through the collective unconscious, undomesticated by language, unlearned in hiding. When your energy aligns with your truth, they recognize you as real. A child smiles before knowing your name. A cat leaps into your lap uninvited. A forest feels alive as you walk through it. You don't just pass through the world, you interact energetically. It's as if nature says, you belong here. This feeling, sought by many, often lies in an animal's silent gaze or rustling leaves, where no explanations or judgments exist. The opposite is also true. Internal tension, disharmony, unresolved conflict repel animals, unsettle children, close off environments. Not because you're bad, but because your vibration is misaligned. Everything is frequency, a silent reading. Your aura's strength isn't measured by how much you impress others, but by how effortlessly it communicates truth. In this wordless dialogue, the most innocent are the wisest. While adults debate your trustworthiness, a child decides in seconds. A dog chooses faith. Life already felt you. What these reactions teach is simple. Your energy needs no justification. It's already a language. If animals and children respect your aura, you're on the path of coherence. A path where you don't need to strive for acceptance because you're already integrated into the oldest flow. Real presence. People feel it, even if they can't explain it. Jung said, "We don't become enlightened by imagining light, but by making darkness conscious." It's this journey through your own darkness that gives weight to your aura. It isn't born ready, it's forged. Your aura is the result of everything you faced silently, starting over, surviving nights. When the world crumbled, tearing off masks despite judgment, your energy bears scars, and that's why it holds truth. The presence others feel in you doesn't come from a manual. It comes from chaos you've learned to order within. When you leave a room, something lingers, reorganizing the space, sparking silent provocations. That's your field, your invisible legacy, the vibration of someone who lives not to please, but to be. Often this impact manifests as discomfort. People distance themselves, project, criticize. You're rejected without apparent reason, but the reason is always the same. Your truth threatens what still lives in lies. Your freedom unsettles the chained. Your presence questions those accustomed to pretense. This isn't your fault. It's the consequence of choosing not to betray yourself. Some will call you arrogant, others different, as if it's an insult. Few will admit what they truly feel, that something in you invites awakening, and awakening hurts. Your aura carries not just who you are, but all you've overcome. It's a living story, a book read in silence. That's why you often don't need to explain yourself. Those who feel already understand. Those who don't, no explanation will help. You become a symbol, a reminder that integrity is possible, and a challenge to those clinging to masks. This is the dilemma of real energy. It embraces and confronts, heals and disturbs, frees and terrifies. Never shrink to fit where your soul can't expand. Never soften your truth to ease discomfort, because your presence, though silent, is medicine for the ready and an earthquake for the asleep. Ultimately, the strongest aura isn't the brightest, it's the most revealing. You reveal because you've dared to see yourself wholly. If you've made it this far, that alone speaks volumes. Watching this video, you may have identified with multiple signs, recalled moments when entering a room shifted the air, or times you were judged for being too much when all you did was be genuine. Now it makes sense. Your aura isn't mystical fantasy. It's the honest expression of your inner journey. What others sense in you, even unspoken, is your integrity vibrating. Your untold story, healed scars, refusal to adapt to smallness when your soul was made for immensity. You aren't here to please, you're here to awaken. As Jung reminded us, what we don't face within becomes our destiny. Perhaps you are that destiny for many, a presence that reflects, reorganizes, and yes, unsettles. Don't hide from this. The world needs whole people now more than ever, auras that illuminate even if they unsettle at first, presences that don't just pass through but leave marks. Thank you for staying with me this long. Let me share something personal. There was a time I wondered why people distanced themselves without reason. I thought I was doing something wrong. Maybe my intensity scared them. Then a stranger told me, "There's something in your eyes. Something that makes one remember what." They didn't want to think about. I didn't know how to respond then. But later I understood. Presence speaks, sometimes touching exactly where others resist being touched. If you've ever felt this, dealt with unexpected distance, uncomfortable stares, or exaggerated admiration, know this: your aura might be exactly what the world needs, even if the world doesn't know how to handle it yet. Keep being who you are. Your truth, even silent, does far more than you imagine. Now I offer something not for Everyone but for you, who sought deeper answers about who you are and where your life is headed. I've created more than a book, a soul's map, a manual merging science, philosophy, and critical thinking to help break mental patterns, question identity, and rebuild from the roots. This isn't an e-book of pretty phrases, it's a guide for those done living on autopilot. If something inside you craves change, evolution, clarity, this is your moment. Click the pinned comment and access the manual of self-transformation now. Don't read it out of curiosity. Read it because your life depends on it. If you choose this journey, you won't be the same person at the end. If you like this video, hit like before your aura turns off the button on its own, just to test your intuition. And subscribe, or know your aura might feel guilty for missing this chance. The videos on your screen might explain why people vanish from your life or reveal what your shadow says about your relationships. You'll only discover this by clicking. See you next time, or sooner, in the invisible field between awakening souls.